Hey there, guitar friends. Welcome back to Guitar Jumpstart. We're going to go into C major and then G major today. So make sure you've got your guitar, that it's in tune, you've got your pick, and let's jump right in. Okay, let's jump into C major. C major, we're going to use finger number 1. I'm going to place that on string number 2. Fret number 1, and then finger number 2 is going on string number 4, fret number 2, and then finger number 3 I'm placing on string number 5, fret number 3. So it looks like this. I'm also keeping my thumb up high on the back of the neck of the guitar, which I'm going to do for almost all of these open basic chords. It's going to help with your chord transitions in the future, and it also adds a little more stability. So I want to encourage you to keep practicing that, bringing that thumb up. At first it might seem a little bit difficult, but eventually it will get better. Okay, let's jump into C major. C major sounds like this. And you'll notice if you look at the chord chart and you watch how I'm playing it, I am not playing the low E string. I don't want to play that, so I'm actually muffling it with my thumb. You could also use finger number 3 to just very lightly, gently place it up against string number 6, and that will muffle that string. So let's start C major again together. Let's put finger number 1 right here. Finger number 2 is going to go right here, and then finger number 3 right here. You'll also see on the chord chart exactly which fingers are going where, and your fingers should look like this. We're going to play C major together. I'm going to strum down 8 times. I want you to count with me. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to start playing the chord. All right, remember, you don't want to play this low E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. All right, that is C major. Okay, let's do G major. I'm going to put the chord chart up on the screen so you can see it. G major and C major are very, very popular chords found in so many different songs. In fact, I've written a bunch of songs using C and G. So I'm hoping after this lesson, once you've really learned C major and G major, that you'll practice these chords together and see if you can come up with some songs as well. Maybe some of these chords will sound familiar to you in some of the songs that you've listened to. So let's jump into G major. For G major, I'm going to start with finger number 3. I'm going to place it here on string number 1, fret number 3. That's actually a G note. Then I'm going to take finger number 1 and put it over here on string number 5, fret number 2. And then finger number 2 is going on string number 6, fret number 3. Now you'll notice my thumb is not as far up as it normally is because I'm stretching those 3 fingers across the fretboard. So if your thumb goes down, I know I just told you to try to keep it up above the neck, but it's okay on this chord if your thumb comes down a little bit. In fact, it might even help you with your stability on holding the chord if it comes down a little bit. So let's jump right into G major. Sounds like this. You'll notice that I'm playing all 6 strings. And what might feel kind of unusual to you, which is totally normal, is that your fingers or your hand might even get a little bit sore because you're stretching your fingers all the way across the fretboard on this chord, and you're using 3 fingers and they're kind of far apart from each other. So let's start this chord together again. All right, finger number 3, string number 1 on fret 3, finger number 1 is going on string 5, fret 2, and then finger number 2 is going on string 6, fret 3. All right, so play those 6 strings together. And listen for any buzzing or any sounds that don't sound right. All that usually means is that you're not pressing down as hard as you need to on the string up against the fretboard, or you could be bumping up against another string with one of your fingers. So all of these things are normal things that happen as you start to learn to play all of the strings together. So I'm going to do that again. G major looks like this. All right, and look at the chord chart. Look down at your fingers up here on the fretboard. Make sure that you are curling your fingers. You want to be kind of like you're the claw. You know, you want to curl your fingers towards the fretboard so that each one is pressing straight down onto the string, into the wood on the fretboard. Now don't press too hard. If you press too hard, all that's going to do is give you a hand cramp or make the tips of your fingers hurt. Just very lightly press down until it feels like you're making contact with the wood on the fretboard. And then another tip would be to try each string individually. And when things sound good, it's time to start strumming. We're going to strum down 8 times together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. All right, good. You want to keep practicing this G major. A lot of folks have a tough time with it at first. It may even be easier to start this chord with your 2 fingers down here, finger 1 and 2. So you've kind of got what we call a G6, which is very similar to a G major. And then once you've got these 2 fingers, finger 1 and 2, making good contact on the fretboard, try putting finger number 3 down here on that first string, fret number 3. That might make it easier for you if you start with these 2 fingers here, finger 1 and 2. All right, just a couple tips there. So that's C major and G major. Now what we're going to do is practice a transition back and forth from C major to G major. So let's get ready for that. Has somebody told you that you're too old to learn how to play the guitar, or you're too young, or you can't do it because of this or that, or have you told yourself, I don't have time? Well, hey, there's nothing like playing the guitar here in the mountains. I love it. And you know, back in 2021, I thought that this dream had ended for me when I injured both my hands in an unforeseen accident. I had to relearn how to play the guitar. So I taught myself to go back to the basics, master those essential chords that I learned when I was 13 years old, and I'm happy to say that I'm able to play the guitar again. And you can too. All you have to do is scroll down and get your free ebook. It comes directly to your email. It's totally free, and you'll soon be on your way to learning how to play the basics of guitar. It's actually designed to teach you how to play guitar within 6 weeks or less. That's why we call it Fast Track Guitar. I'm personally on a mission to teach 1 million people how to play guitar in my lifetime, and I want you to be one of those million. So be sure to come back to allaboutguitaracademy.com anytime you're looking for more resources, more things all about guitar here at All About Guitar Academy. Thanks for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you soon in an upcoming video course. Okay, welcome back. I hope you practiced C major and G major, and now we're going to practice the 2 of them together. I'm going to start with C major. And I'm going to keep the chord charts up on the screen to help you follow along. Let's begin this exercise by playing C major 8 times, strumming down, and then we'll play G major 8 times, strumming down. All right, let's start with C major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. G major, C major. And back to G major. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Give yourselves a hand. All right. That's C major and G major. Practice those two chords over and over. You're going to use those a lot, you'll see. And I'll see you in the next lesson.